Good morning. Every day is an opportunity for greatness, a new chance to set the course for the life you want. So let me ask you, how are you starting your mornings? What are the questions you are asking yourself as you rise to face the day ahead? These 7 questions can shift your perspective, guide your actions, and help you walk in the purpose and power that's waiting for you. Every day, as you open your eyes and step into the newness of the morning, the first question you should ask yourself is, what is my purpose today? This simple yet profound question holds the power to shape not only your day, but your life. It's not just about the big, overarching purpose that governs your existence. It's about what you're meant to accomplish in the here and now, in the moments you are gifted with today. The concept of purpose is often seen as something grand, something that only certain people possess. But the truth is, every one of us has a purpose for each day. This daily purpose can be found in the way you approach your work, your relationships, your passions, and the way you interact with the world around you. It's not always about doing something earth-shattering. Sometimes it's about showing up fully and being present in whatever you are doing. Purpose often feels like something you need to discover, but in reality, it's something you create with every action you take. Today's purpose could be as simple as showing kindness to someone who needs it, helping a colleague with a task, or making sure your work is done with excellence. It could be taking the time to invest in your own growth, whether by learning something new, reflecting on your goals, or taking steps towards self-improvement. Sometimes purpose comes through quiet moments of reflection and peace, where you allow yourself to simply be and recharge. Asking yourself what your purpose is today brings clarity to your actions. When you wake up with a sense of purpose, everything changes. It gives you direction. Without a purpose, the day can feel aimless, like a ship adrift without a rudder. But when you have a purpose, no matter how small it may seem, it's like the sails are set, and the winds of focus and intention fill them, pushing you forward. Each action you take in the direction of your purpose propels you closer to something greater. Your purpose for the day can also be tied to the people in your life. If you're a parent, your purpose may be to be fully present for your children, guiding them, supporting them, and teaching them the values that will shape their lives. If you're a friend, it can be reaching out to someone who's been struggling or offering a listening ear. For those in a relationship, your purpose may be to show love and support to your partner, helping them grow just as much as you grow together. Purpose often comes through serving others, making their lives better, even in the smallest of ways. It's important to remember that your purpose today doesn't need to be the same as yesterday's purpose or tomorrow's. It's not about chasing the same goals day after day without variation. Life shifts, circumstances change, and so does your purpose. Yesterday's purpose might have been focused on finishing a project, but today's purpose might be centered around rest and renewal. Tomorrow's purpose could be about starting something new or taking a bold step in a different direction. The key is to be open to the fact that your purpose is fluid and adaptable to whatever the day calls for. Purpose also challenges you to reflect on your values. What do you stand for? What do you care about deeply? When you ask yourself what your purpose is for today, you're aligning your actions with your values. Maybe today your purpose is to advocate for something that matters to you. Whether it's standing up for fairness, fighting for something you believe in, or making sure your actions reflect your deepest beliefs. When you act in alignment with your values, the purpose you create for the day feels authentic, and that authenticity brings fulfillment. Your purpose is about more than just what you do, it's about how you do it. The energy you bring, the attitude you carry, the presence you offer, all of these things contribute to your purpose. If your purpose is to complete a task, do it with excellence. If your purpose is to help others, do so with empathy and compassion. If your purpose is to learn, approach the day with curiosity and a willingness to grow. The way you approach everything you do is as much a part of your purpose as the tasks themselves. When you ask yourself what your purpose is today, you begin to center yourself on what matters. You take control of your day rather than letting the day control you. It gives you a sense of responsibility, a recognition that you have something meaningful to offer the world. Purpose leads you to take ownership of your life. When you understand your purpose, even the mundane tasks become meaningful. because they are contributing to something greater. The purpose behind your actions is what transforms an ordinary day into an extraordinary one. You don't have to wait for some grand sign or a momentous event to feel a sense of purpose. Every day, in every moment, you have the power to choose purpose. The answer to the question, what is my purpose today, can be found in your willingness to show up, give your best, and make a positive impact in whatever way you can. Purpose isn't just about reaching a destination. It's about the journey and the way you approach each step along the way. When you wake up in the morning, before the noise of the world fills your mind, take a moment to ask yourself, what can I be thankful for today? Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces you can tap into because it has the ability to shift your entire perspective. It's easy to focus on what's missing, what's going wrong, or what you have yet to accomplish. But when you intentionally turn your attention to what is already good in your life, you begin to see everything differently. There is always something to be thankful for. Even in the midst of difficulties, even when things are not going exactly as planned, there are blessings around you. It may be the fact that you woke up this morning, the simple yet profound gift of another day. Not everyone received that gift. The breath in your lungs, the heartbeat in your chest. These are things you didn't have to work for, yet they sustain you every single moment. Look around you. Maybe you have a roof over your head, a place to call home, a space that shelters you from the elements. Maybe you have food on your table, nourishment to keep you strong. These may seem like small things, but they are not guaranteed to everyone. And recognizing them as blessings fills your heart with appreciation. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the beauty of a clear sky, the quiet peace of the morning. These are gifts too, moments to cherish that often go unnoticed. All gifts are gifts. They offer. Think about the people in your life. Maybe you have family who loves you, friends who support you, or even a stranger who offers a kind word at the right time. Gratitude grows when you realize that relationships, no matter how big or small, add value to your life. Sometimes it's the simple moments, a deep conversation, a shared laugh, an encouraging text message, that reminds you how connected and cared for you are. Even if you feel alone, there is always someone who has impacted your life in some way. And reflecting on those people brings a sense of warmth and appreciation. Gratitude extends beyond the physical things around you. Consider the challenges you've faced and the lessons they have taught you. Every obstacle, every setback, every disappointment has shaped you into the person you are today. The struggles you once thought would break you have actually built resilience, strength, and wisdom. When you choose to be thankful for the hardships, you begin to see them not as punishments, but as stepping stones toward growth. Life's difficulties refine you. And when you acknowledge them with gratitude, you develop a new sense of peace and acceptance. Be thankful for the opportunities that lie ahead. Maybe you have a dream you are working toward, a goal that excites you, or a passion that fuels you. Even if you're not there yet, the fact that you have something to strive for is a reason to be grateful. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. Sometimes just having hope for the future is enough to be thankful for. The possibilities ahead are endless, and each new day brings fresh opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. Consider the simple pleasures in life. A cup of coffee in the morning, the sound of your favorite song, the laughter of a child, the feeling of a warm breeze. These small moments often carry the most joy. Life is not just about the big achievements. It's about the little things that make each day meaningful. When you pause to appreciate them, you start to realize how much beauty surrounds you. Gratitude changes the way you experience the world. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you begin to feel more fulfilled. You stop chasing happiness in external things and start finding it in the present moment. It doesn't mean you ignore challenges or pretend everything is perfect, but it does mean you choose to see the good even when life is difficult. Every day you have a choice. You can focus on what's missing or you can focus on what's present. You can dwell on problems or you can appreciate blessings. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a mindset, a way of seeing life through a lens of abundance rather than lack. The more you practice it, the more you find to be thankful for. It's not about waiting for everything to be perfect. It's about recognizing that even in imperfection, there is still so much to appreciate. Every day presents an opportunity for growth, a chance to become a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. The question, how can I grow today, is one of the most powerful things you can ask yourself each morning because it sets the tone for your day. Growth does not happen by accident. It happens through intentional choices, a mindset of learning and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. It is not about waiting for the perfect moment or ideal circumstances. Growth is a decision you make daily, a commitment to stretch yourself in ways that will elevate your life. Personal growth comes in many forms. It can be intellectual, emotional, spiritual, physical, or even relational. The key is to identify which area of your life needs the most attention and then take deliberate action. Maybe today, growth means expanding your knowledge. There is always something new to learn, whether through reading, listening to a podcast, watching an educational video, or engaging in meaningful conversation. When you seek knowledge, you expose yourself to new ideas and perspectives that challenge your way of thinking. Learning is one of the simplest yet most impactful ways to grow, and it starts with a curious mind that is open to new possibilities. Growth can also be about emotional intelligence. Every interaction you have is an opportunity to practice patience, kindness, and understanding. Maybe today, growth means responding differently to a situation that would have frustrated you in the past. It means becoming more aware of your emotions and learning how to manage them instead of allowing them to control you. Emotional maturity is a powerful form of growth because it impacts your relationships, your decision-making, and the way you experience life. By choosing to approach challenges with calmness and wisdom, you elevate yourself to a higher level of self-mastery. Another way to grow today is by facing a fear or pushing yourself beyond what feels comfortable. Comfort zones may feel safe, but they are also limiting. Growth happens when you do something that stretches you, whether it's speaking up in a meeting, trying a new skill, or taking a step toward a goal that seems daunting. Fear often holds people back from becoming who they were meant to be. But when you push through fear, you realize that it was never as powerful as it seemed. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. Physical growth is just as important as mental and emotional growth. Your body is the vessel that carries you through life, and taking care of it is an essential part of personal development. Maybe today, growth means making healthier choices, drinking more water, eating nourishing foods, or exercising. Movement strengthens not only your body, but also your mind. When you challenge yourself physically, whether through a workout, a walk, or simply being more active, you build discipline and resilience that carry over into other areas of your life. The way you treat your body reflects the level of respect you have for yourself, and growth happens when you choose to prioritize your well-being. Spiritual growth is another dimension that cannot be overlooked. Whether through prayer, meditation, or self-reflection, connecting with something greater than yourself gives you a sense of purpose and direction. Maybe today growth means taking a few moments to be still, to reflect on your life, and to seek guidance. Spiritual growth is about deepening your understanding of yourself and your connection to the world around you. It brings peace, clarity, and a sense of fulfillment that material success alone cannot provide. Growth also happens through the way you interact with others. Maybe today growth means being a better listener, showing more compassion, or making an effort to strengthen your relationships. The people around you can be your greatest teachers if you are willing to learn from them. Every conversation, every experience, every challenge in a relationship is an opportunity to develop greater empathy and understanding. Growth is not just about improving yourself, it's about becoming a person who adds value to the lives of others. The most important thing about growth is consistency. It is not about making drastic changes overnight, but about small, intentional actions that add up over time. Growth happens when you choose to do something, however small, that moves you forward. It could be as simple as replacing a negative thought with a positive one, setting a small goal and achieving it, or deciding to see a setback as a lesson instead of a failure. The key is to approach each day with a mindset of progress rather than perfection. The beauty of growth is that it is never ending. There is always room to improve, to learn, to become more. The question is not whether you will grow, but whether you will choose to grow. By asking yourself each morning, how can I grow today? You set the intention to become more aware, more disciplined, and more open to the opportunities that life presents. Growth is not something that happens someday. It happens today, in the choices you make and the mindset you carry. It is a lifelong journey, and every day is a new step forward. Belief in yourself is one of the most important foundations for success, happiness, and fulfillment. It determines how you approach challenges, how you handle setbacks, and how you pursue your dreams. When you wake up each morning and ask yourself, do I believe in myself? You are not just asking a simple question, you are setting the tone for how you will show up in the world. Self-belief is not just about confidence in your abilities. It is about trusting in your own potential, knowing that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way, and understanding that you have a purpose that is uniquely yours. Belief in yourself is the key that unlocks possibilities. It does not mean that you will never feel doubt or fear, but it does mean that you will not let those emotions control you. There will always be moments of uncertainty, moments when you question if you are good enough, strong enough, or talented enough. But true self-belief is not about having all the answers. It is about moving forward despite not having them. It is about knowing deep down that you are worthy of success, of love, of happiness, and of every good thing life has to offer. Many people struggle with self-belief because they base it on past experiences or the opinions of others. If they have failed before, they assume they will fail again. If someone has told them they are not capable, they begin to believe it. But real self-belief is not built on external validation. It comes from within. It is a decision you make every single day to trust yourself, even when no one else does. It is understanding that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but rather a stepping stone toward growth. Every successful person has faced failure, but the difference is that they did not let it define them. They chose to believe in themselves even when the odds were against them. The way you speak to yourself plays a huge role in your self-belief. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, that you will never succeed, or that you are not as talented as others, then that becomes your reality. Your mind believes what you repeatedly tell it, but if you start replacing negative self-talk with positive affirmations, reminding yourself that you are capable, strong, and resilient, you begin to reshape your mindset. Instead of saying, I can't do this, start saying, I will find a way. Instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, remind yourself, I am constantly improving. The words you speak to yourself shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your action. Believing in yourself also requires taking action. Confidence does not come from sitting still and waiting for the perfect moment. It comes from doing. Every time you take a step forward, no matter how small, you reinforce the belief that you are capable. Growth happens through experience, through pushing yourself, through proving to yourself that you can handle more than you think. The more you act, the more your self-belief strengthens. It is not about waiting until you feel ready, because the truth is you may never feel completely ready. But taking action despite the fear builds the resilience and confidence you need to keep moving forward. Another important aspect of self-belief is surrounding yourself with people who uplift you. The people you spend time with influence the way you see yourself. If you are constantly around negativity, doubt, and criticism, it is easy to start believing those things about yourself. But if you surround yourself with people who encourage you, who remind you of your strengths, and who push you toward your goals, your belief in yourself grows stronger. Supportive relationships matter because they reinforce the truth that you are capable and worthy. It is also essential to recognize that self-belief is a journey. There will be days when you feel unstoppable, and there will be days when doubt creeps in. That is normal, but what matters is how you respond. Do you let doubt take control, or do you remind yourself of how far you have come? Growth is not about never experiencing fear or uncertainty. It is about learning to move forward in spite of them. It is about recognizing that setbacks are temporary, but your belief in yourself must be unwavering. Sometimes believing in yourself means choosing persistence when things get hard. It means knowing that even if you don't see immediate results, your efforts are not wasted. Success takes time, progress takes time, and transformation takes time. But if you keep showing up for yourself, if you keep putting in the work, and if you keep believing in your ability to figure things out, you will see change. Your belief in yourself is the fuel that keeps you going when things get tough. You are more powerful than you realize. You have talents, gifts, and abilities that are uniquely yours. No one else has your exact combination of experiences, strengths, and potential. When you truly believe in yourself, you begin to see life differently. Challenges become opportunities. Failures become lessons. Doubts become motivators. Every day is a new chance to build that belief, to trust in yourself a little more, and to step into the person you were meant to be. The question, do I believe in myself, is not just something to ask. It is something to live. It is a daily commitment to showing up, taking action, and refusing to let fear hold you back. No one else can believe in you for you. It is a decision you must make, a mindset you must cultivate, and a truth you must hold on to no matter what. When you choose to believe in yourself, you open the door to endless possibilities. The only limits are the ones you allow yourself to believe in. So today, make the decision to trust yourself, to believe in your abilities, and to step forward with confidence. Everything you need is already inside you. Life is a journey filled with choices, opportunities, and moments of reflection. Every day you have the chance to take another step forward, to move closer to the person you want to become and the life you want to create. The question, what is my next step, is one of the most powerful things you can ask yourself each morning, because it forces you to take action. It shifts your mindset from passivity to purpose, from waiting to creating. Progress does not happen by accident. It happens when you intentionally decide what comes next and take the necessary steps to make it a reality. Clarity is the first step in knowing what comes next. Too often people feel stuck, not because they lack ability, but because they are unsure of the direction they should take. Instead of focusing on the entire journey ahead, it is important to break it down into small, manageable steps. The next step does not have to be a grand move. It simply has to be forward movement. Sometimes it is as simple as making a phone call, sending an email, learning a new skill, or adjusting your mindset. What matters is that you are not standing still. Action leads to momentum, and momentum leads to results. One of the most important things to remember when deciding on your next step is that hesitation often leads to stagnation. It is easy to overthink, to analyze every possible outcome, and to wait until everything is perfect. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There will always be uncertainties, unknowns, and factors outside of your control. The key is to take action despite not having all the answers. Progress is made by those who are willing to take the next step even when they are unsure of what lies beyond it. Growth happens when you step outside of your comfort zone. The next step is often the one that challenges you the most, the one that pushes you into new territory. Fear may try to hold you back, convincing you that it is safer to stay where you are. But comfort zones do not lead to transformation. The most successful and fulfilled people in the world are those who were willing to step into discomfort, to embrace uncertainty, and to trust in their ability to handle whatever came next. Fear is not a stop sign. It is a signal that you are on the edge of growth. Your next step should be aligned with your vision and values. It is easy to get caught up in distractions, to pursue things that do not truly matter, or to follow a path that is not your own. That is why it is essential to take time to reflect on where you want to go and why it matters. Is your next step leading you towards something meaningful? Is it aligned with your long-term goals? True progress is not just about moving forward. It is about moving forward in the right direction. Taking the next step also requires discipline and consistency. It is not about making one big move and then waiting for results. It is about showing up every day, making small improvements, and staying committed to the process. Success is built on daily habits, on the little choices that add up over time. The next step is not just about today. It is about creating momentum that carries you forward in the days, weeks, and months to come. Obstacles will arise along the way, but they are not meant to stop you. They are meant to strengthen you. Challenges are a natural part of growth. And every difficulty you face is an opportunity to develop resilience. The key is to keep moving, to adapt when necessary, and to refuse to let setbacks define you. Your next step may not always go as planned, but that does not mean you are failing. It means you are learning, adjusting, and becoming stronger in the process. Surrounding yourself with the right people can also help you take the next step with confidence. The people you choose to associate with influence your mindset, your motivation, and your belief in what is possible. If you are around those who uplift you, challenge you, and push you to be better, taking the next step becomes easier. But if you are surrounded by negativity and doubt, it can feel like an uphill battle. Choose relationships that fuel your growth and encourage your progress. Sometimes the next step is not about doing more, but about letting go. It may be releasing limiting beliefs, forgiving yourself for past mistakes, or walking away from situations that no longer serve you. Growth is not just about adding, it is also about subtracting. When you let go of what is holding you back, you make space for new opportunities to enter your life. Your next step is waiting for you. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be dramatic. It just has to be forward movement. Whether it is a small shift in mindset, a decision to take a risk, or a commitment to being more disciplined, what matters is that you take action. The journey ahead will unfold step by step, and each decision you make today shapes the future you will experience. There is no need to have all the answers. Just take the next step, trust the process, and keep moving forward. Every day is a gift, a new opportunity to experience life in its fullness. No matter what is happening, there is always something to appreciate. The question, what can I appreciate about today, shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present, from what is wrong to what is right. Appreciation is a choice, a practice that transforms the way you experience life. When you wake up with a heart of gratitude, you start to see the beauty in ordinary moments, the blessings in what you once overlooked, and the opportunities hidden even in challenges. One of the greatest things to appreciate each day is the simple fact that you woke up. Life is a privilege, not a guarantee. Every breath you take is a reminder that you still have purpose, that there is still more for you to do, learn, and become. It is easy to take this for granted, to move through life as if each day is just another routine. But when you pause and recognize the miracle of simply being alive, it changes your perspective. You begin to value time differently, to cherish the moments you might otherwise ignore. There is also so much to appreciate in the people around you, the relationships in your life. Whether family, friends, or even strangers who show kindness, are reminders that you are not alone. It is easy to focus on what people lack or how they disappoint you, but when you shift your perspective to appreciation, you start seeing the good in them. You notice the little acts of love, the moments of laughter, the support they offer. Even if some relationships are difficult, there is always something to learn, something to grow from, and something to appreciate. The beauty of the world around you is another thing worth noticing. No matter where you are, there is something in nature to admire. The warmth of the sun, the sound of birds singing, the way the sky changes colors at sunrise or sunset. These are all reminders that life itself is filled with wonder. Too often, people rush through their days without stopping to appreciate the world they live in. But when you take a moment to notice the small details, you realize just how much beauty surrounds you every single day. Challenges, though difficult, are also something to appreciate. They may not feel like blessings in the moment, but they are shaping you, strengthening you, and teaching you valuable lessons. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to grow, to develop resilience, and to discover the depth of your own strength. Without challenges, there would be no progress. Without struggles, there would be no victories. The difficulties you go through today are the very things that will prepare you for greater opportunities in the future. Another thing to appreciate is the progress you have already made. It is easy to focus on how far you still have to go, but when you take time to recognize how far you have come, you gain a sense of accomplishment and motivation. Every step forward, no matter how small, is worth appreciating. Growth is not always visible in the moment, but over time, every decision, every effort, and every lesson adds up to something greater. Opportunities are another thing to be grateful for. Each day presents new possibilities. Chances to learn, to connect, to create, to make a difference. Some opportunities come in obvious forms, while others are hidden within the challenges you face. When you approach life with an attitude of appreciation, you begin to see doors opening where you once saw walls. You start recognizing that even the smallest choices can lead to something greater. There is also so much to appreciate in the present moment. The ability to experience laughter, to enjoy a good meal, to listen to music that lifts your spirit. These are all simple but powerful gifts. Joy is not always found in grand achievements, but in everyday moments. When you slow down and become present, you realize that happiness is not something to chase, but something to experience right now. Acts of kindness, whether given or received, are also worth appreciating. A smile from a stranger, a kind word from a friend, a helping hand when you need it. These moments remind you of the goodness in the world. And when you take the time to show kindness to others, you not only brighten their day, but also deepen your own sense of fulfillment. Your own ability to learn and grow is something to value. Every experience, whether good or bad, is teaching you something. Every mistake is an opportunity to improve. Every new skill, every new perspective, every piece of wisdom gained is something to appreciate. Life is constantly offering lessons, and when you embrace them with gratitude, you open yourself up to endless possibilities, even the things you often take for granted. Your health, your ability to move, to think, to create, are things to cherish. There are people who would give anything to have the abilities you do. Instead of focusing on what is lacking, appreciating what you already have creates a sense of contentment and peace. At the end of the day, appreciation is not about ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It is about choosing to see the good even in the midst of difficulty. It is about training your mind to focus on what is right instead of what is wrong. When you live with a heart of gratitude, you attract more things to be grateful for. You begin to experience life in a richer, deeper way. Every day holds something beautiful. You just have to be willing to see it. Every day presents an opportunity to make a difference, to leave the world a little better than you found it. The impact you have does not have to be monumental or life-changing in an instant. Sometimes the smallest actions create the greatest ripples. When you wake up with the question, how can I make a difference today? You shift your mindset from focusing on yourself to focusing on how you can contribute to the lives of others. This shift not only brings purpose to your day, but also fills your life with deeper meaning and fulfillment. Making a difference starts with a simple decision: to be intentional with your words, actions, and presence. You do not need a stage, a grand platform, or a large audience to make an impact. It can be as simple as being kind, encouraging someone, or offering a helping hand. Every interaction you have is an opportunity to lift someone up, to inspire, or to bring light into their day. A kind word can change someone's perspective. A listening ear can bring comfort. A small gesture of generosity can restore faith in humanity. The power to make a difference is already within you. It is simply a matter of choosing to use it. One of the greatest ways to make a difference is through your attitude. The way you show up in the world affects those around you. A positive attitude can shift the energy in a room, inspire others to see the good in their situation, and bring hope to those who are struggling. Negativity is contagious, but so is optimism. When you choose to approach the day with gratitude, confidence, and joy, you set an example for others to do the same. People remember how you make them feel, and when you bring light into a space, you are leaving a lasting impact. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, hold immense power. Something as simple as holding the door open, smiling at a stranger, or paying for someone's coffee can brighten someone's day in ways you may never realize. Kindness creates a ripple effect. When you show kindness to one person, they are more likely to pass it on to someone else. The world is filled with people who are carrying unseen burdens, facing silent struggles, or feeling disconnected. Your simple act of kindness could be the very thing that restores their faith, gives them strength, or reminds them that they are not alone. Another way to make a difference is by using your unique gifts and talents to serve others. Everyone has something valuable to offer, whether it is knowledge, creativity, skills, or simply a heart for helping. You might be great at writing, speaking, teaching, or problem solving. Whatever it is, you can use it to add value to the lives of others. When you share your talents with the world, you are not just expressing yourself, you are enriching the lives of those around you. Someone out there needs exactly what you have to offer. Encouragement is another powerful tool for making a difference. People are often harder on themselves than anyone else. They doubt their abilities, question their worth, and struggle with insecurities. A simple word of encouragement can be a turning point for someone. Letting someone know you believe in them, recognizing their strengths, or reminding them of their potential can give them the confidence to keep going. Sometimes all a person needs is to hear that they matter, that they are seen, and that they are capable of achieving great things. Making a difference does not always require direct action. Sometimes it is about being present. In a world that moves fast, where people are constantly distracted, giving someone your full attention is a rare and valuable gift. Listening with genuine interest, showing empathy, and being fully engaged in conversations can have a profound impact. When people feel heard and understood, they feel valued. Being present in the moment allows you to connect with others in a meaningful way and reminds them that they are not alone. You can also make a difference by being a role model. The way you carry yourself, the choices you make, and the values you uphold influence those around you. Whether you realize it or not, someone is watching you. Your actions inspire more than your words ever could. Living with integrity, treating others with respect, and staying true to your beliefs sets an example for others to follow. Sometimes the best way to inspire change is simply to be the change. Another powerful way to contribute is by giving your time and resources. Volunteering, donating, or helping someone in need can have a lasting impact. Giving does not always mean financial support. It can mean giving your time, your expertise, or your energy. Serving others, whether through a community organization, a local charity, or simply helping a neighbor, not only benefits those in need, but also brings a deep sense of fulfillment. The more you give, the more you realize that true joy comes not from what you receive, but from what you contribute. One of the greatest differences you can make is through love. Love is the most powerful force in the world. It has the ability to heal, to restore, and to transform. Loving others means showing compassion, forgiving quickly, and choosing to see the best in people. It means being patient, understanding, and supportive. Love is not just a feeling, it is an action. When you choose to love unconditionally, without expectation, you create an impact that lasts far beyond the moment. Making a difference is not about changing the whole world in one day. It is about touching the lives of those around you, one moment at a time. It is about leaving every person you encounter a little better than you found them. The world does not need more critics, more negativity, or more division. It needs more people who are willing to uplift, encourage, and serve. The question is not whether you can make a difference, it is whether you will choose to. Because every day, in every moment, the opportunity is right in front of you.